Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me, the Syalp. No, that's also not good. Hey, my name is Syalp. No. So, Slash, the one who made the long video roulette, decided to make another one called Long Video Roulette 2. And I'm gonna react to it. I'm in there. Let's go in there now. No, of course, like, I won't show the entire video. This entire video is also an hour long. For the most part, it will just be that part where I am for like a minute or three. But yeah, let's start.
It's hard to say if
I
I'll
got
make
energy.
a follow-up video in the future.
Yeah, trigger warning flashing lights. Just so everyone knows.
Or Michael says prime numbers for 3 hours, and how to create a folder in Windows 10. That isn't to say that's all we do.
What? How to create a folder in Windows 10?
On the off
By
chance
Enderman?
you'll
Okay,
stumble
sure.
across, will there be a second one? I answered no, most likely not. Whether I didn't have it in me, or it was better off there being only one long video roulette.
But you
Since
kind of
that
wanted to,
statement,
didn't you?
like I always do, slowly considered a second long video roulette.
Yeah,
for the
oh yeah,
next
that makes
anniversary.
sense.
Now that I'm sitting here, developing long video roulette 2, it only feels right we document the next 1,000 hours of long videos.
Woo!
The second 1,000 hour
Let's
long
go.
video was, of course, these videos weren't actually 8,000 hours. That isn't possible on YouTube, and any major attempts at doing so ultimately failed.
But, oh yeah, I showed him like this extremely long video. The Tears of the Kingdom is actually a real video, unlike the other ones there. I actually have made a playlist about documenting like the long stuff I found. Hold on, let me show y'all. Here you go. Here are a lot of videos that kind of break the whole system, because the whole system is like 12 hours and that's it. However, KindMod, for example, has uploaded a 22-hour video, same as Jacksepticeye. There is this top 100,000 brain rot memes. Actual video, by the way. I started to actually just input actual videos in here. Yes, F25 is the longest video that I could find. If anyone has anything longer, then tell me. This video down here is a re-upload. This here is the real one. I looked at the dates.
Every long video would be sped up by 100 times, or 10,000% speed, to make uploading these videos actually feasible.
Yeah.
Which, thinking about it, just feels more wrong. Like, it's still re-uploaded even if you can't tell what on earth is happening. There's also movies in here too, which just makes that worse.
You're on YouTube. It makes sense. It's fine, you know? The uploaders won't kill you. They will try to kill YouTube, and YouTube will then kill your video and probably strike you. So it's fine. You're not like uploading onto your own page.
It's greatly recommended, but not obligated to watch the first long video roulette if you haven't.
It's a good video. Please, by the way, watch the first long video roulette. It's very cool, and you're gonna have a lovely time, and he's really good at making videos.
That being said, here's
It's him! It's him!
the long video roulette 2.
Got cool hair. He's got really cool hair. Sans! Holy shit, that was me! That was me! That was me, everyone! That was me! That's me! Hello, this is me, by the way. Hello. This is me! Look at this! Holy shit! They're slashed! See, I'm gonna be in the video. That's so cool. Bazinga.
Really, every video can be special to anyone.
Definitely.
For all I know, someone's favorite long video that we've watched could be Bone Trouser, except it keeps getting faster and faster, Undertale 3-3. So, with all of that out of the way,
It's him.
let's begin.
Definitely. Any video can be special for anyone. I really think that there is not a single Don't Forget episode that is better than any other. Everyone's taste in videos or anything is different.
Not something like Ridge Racer Type 4 soundtrack, though listening to that feels more compelling and energetic than deep-rooted.
Can I just say, slashed, if you're watching this? I really like those scenes that you have sometimes showing yourself. It kind of adds to the humanity of it, I think. I really like that you sometimes show yourself in those videos. You have a good mix currently.
I think the point I'm getting at here is Omori is something worth checking out. It's not just the soundtrack, it's the game as a whole.
I thought about it, yeah. I have Omori. I have the game. I have never really gone far with it. and I probably should.
Super Wagon World is the biggest Mario Maker collab in history, being in the works for 3 years by over 100 people that contains 35 levels ranging from unblemished troll levels to hilarious glitches and overall very unique and original concepts. The list goes on, with codes throughout the levels leading through a story on an entire website. Carl exclaiming this was the most fun he's ever had on Mario Maker.
I'm gonna check that out. I saved the playlist.
There was a possibility that the final long video on the first wheel could have been how to make a slow-cooked beef stew, and Bone Trousel, except it keeps getting faster and faster Undertale 3-3 on the second wheel.
Why is he always mentioning this? Is this your favorite video slashed?
This video is also one of the biggest and most difficult projects Tamago has worked on, though I always say this narrative with some of the big long videos mentioned, and I feel it would be more authentic and special if you didn't hear it from me, but from Tamago himself.
What? He got Tamago? I mean, I don't know him, but he seemed like a big person. How the fuck did you get in contact to him? Okay, sure.
Editing the video after filming it took ages. As someone who edits my own stuff, when you're working on a project as large as this, it actually begins to feel like you're playing your own personal video game that you've created for yourself that no one else can play. It's your game and you're just trying to 100% this game. That's actually how it starts to feel for me.
What did he write? I connect with this too. Jesus Christ, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
So, yeah, I'm just really grateful. Massive video. Am I going to do something like that again? I don't know, but I'm glad I did it, at least. I'm glad.
Man, my segment is shit! My segment is shit!
The first wheel simply contained over 40 long videos, the second wheel containing 125 long videos. However, a gimmick would be implemented that splits the second wheel into 2 different categories. One wheel holding long videos that are relatively short, most not surpassing 5 hours in length, and the other wheel holding nothing but 10+ hour long videos. Both
oh yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. Send you back and forth when landed on. The third wheel would only contain 50 long videos this time, though there would also be a gimmick for this wheel. The wheel would always start off with 5 entries, each being labeled as a person who has participated in long videos. Whichever person it landed on, it would go to their wheel. Each person's wheel would have 10 long videos that they added themselves. The rules are, of course, the videos have to be 50 minutes or longer to qualify as a long video, only one long video can exceed 12 hours in length, and nothing exceeding 24 hours.
That's very
Thankfully,
complicated, wow.
Nobody purposefully inserted a painful video like this, and only 2 long videos above 12 hours in length were added to the wheels.
That's really complicated, but that sounds really fun. Wow. It's almost like a game, just that it's random.
Oh, no, not me. Dude, I swear to God. Dude, I have like the longest video.
Yay, let's land on it first.
If we get the 19-hour, I swear to God, this has nothing to do with me, okay?
They're gonna get the 19-hour, do they? They're gonna get the 19-hour.
I swear to God, are you kidding me? Wait, really?
Are we there yet? That's the most ugly laugh I've ever had. Wow.
That being Masked Dancers Meeting the Gods I Never Knew by Galactic Hole. Of course, over 300 long videos would be watched since that statement, and throughout that period, this video would inevitably be dethroned, no longer being my favorite long video of all time. This new favorite long video of mine is by the same person. Yosuba, the 5-year-old...
I think it was recommended to me. However, I didn't really watch it. Man, I'm such a dumbass sometimes.
This is a video that not only is important and an impact to Galactic Hole, but to me as well. I know how biased it sounds that my favorite long video would be overthrown by another video by the same person.
I mean, that is fine. It just means that this guy just resonates with you. It doesn't devalue anything, I think. It just means this guy just makes videos that are good for you, in your own subjective opinion. And I think that's alright. Everyone has their favorite YouTubers. Slash probably has YouTubers that I probably wouldn't like that he really enjoys.
This would also be the last known accessible video on Galactic's channel for nearly 2 years, with almost no signs of activity afterward. I want to take this opportunity to delve deeper into this Yotsuba video in a way, though it'd be better if it came from none other than the man who created it himself.
No! He hasn't been active for billions of years, and then you knock basically on his door. It's like, hey, can you make a video? And he's like, yeah, sure. What?
That's one of the big reasons why I've disconnected myself from the galactic whole name, is because I just feel like such a different person now, that trying to release any work under that name or even just present myself under that name feels very disingenuous. It feels very hard to do. The galactic whole name is so rooted in the me from like 2016 to 2023, and I can't assign who I am now and who I want to be to that name. So I've stepped aside from that name, kind of for good.
At first I was like, why? I mean, that's you, isn't it? But then I was thinking about, hold on, I have Watching Plays, and I couldn't imagine doing an actual video on Watching Plays again. I have done this one happy birthday thing, basically for me, in the role of watching plays, quote unquote. But I can't imagine going back to watching plays. I can't. That's not me anymore. Hell, I don't think I would go by Syalp nowadays anymore too. However, that is now me, and I'm fine with it. I don't plan to change it. It would be a cool thought, but like, I'm fine with where I am. Yeah, this makes sense, yeah.
Interesting to know that at the time, I definitely felt like I kind of had things figured out. And I was making this video in part because I was like, I have something I can share. I have experiences I've been through. I have something to say. And comparing that to where I am now is like such a night and day thing about how much more I could have to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we always think like, yo, of course I know. Of course I have so much to share. And in 10 years or so, we always grow. We always improve. And I even don't forget, I thought like when I was 18, I thought like I figured it out. I know who I am. I know what I am. And now I actually am at a point where I don't know. And I think that's okay. Because I am always learning. It's a journey. I don't think even at the end of your life you really know. And that is okay. Because you always have something to learn. And I think that's beautiful.
Right. And I think it's been very important and interesting to me to realize, like, you just never stop having incredible, life-changing experiences.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big things.
I fully agree. Wow.
Scott the Woz would start a Let's Play with
Scott the Woz!
him and his friends playing one game from the Nintendo Switch's Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics every week lasting an entire year. This is one of these videos that feels reassuring to me, like something I can come back to and rewatch every so often, or leave on in the background while doing something or sleeping. It also makes that much more inconvenient now due to the user who uploaded this video has since closed their account, making the only way to access this content is by watching the original videos or episodes themselves individually on Scott's Stash.
Yeah, but you gotta also say that's not their content. You should support the original uploader. It's sad that the original uploader, Scott the Woz, doesn't really have them all compiled into a video. You gotta support the original guys, even if it's annoying. Or make your own. Just have an MP4 just laying around. That way it's also not cut off.
One of these very specific and complex procedures so bizarre is crashing Super Mario 64 using a pendulum.
I'm sorry to interrupt your scheduled long video roulette, but I have to show you a Tumblr post. Here it is. My newest collaboration with Itoki Anna has been released. Please watch the video. It was created by Bunny-chan, who created Undertale fan animations a long time ago, entirely by herself over a period of 2 years. I'm extremely proud of this. Warning, contains graphic imagery. Then he posted as a reblog. The latest Pen and Coke 2012 video has been released. Please watch the video. It was created by Pan-chan, who created Watching for Rolling Rocks 0.58 presses a long time ago, over a period of 1 year. I'm somewhat proud of this. Warning, contains graph images. I'm sorry I had to show this.
Pan and Coke would... Anytime, and I mean anytime, I attempt to pronunciate a non-native word,
I can't find the comment, but I remember getting a comment like, wow, you speak terrible German. What, you, as a non-native speaker who has never spoken German in your life, can't pronounce Finn und der Krieg Remake? Really? Wow. Wow!
This would also be the longest video we've watched by far for a prolonged period of time. Anytime I hear these soundbites today will likely trigger memories that tie around what I was doing with others during the time this was watched as a long video.
You were playing VR while quote-unquote watching these videos? That's cool. That's a good idea, actually.
1396 is an hour-long gameplay video of an underground indie game named Press Any Button. The
is
game
that
starting
me?
off as a simple test before shifting more toward a unique catching
I
falling
think that's
blocks game
me.
with more
Yeah, that's the stupid sidebar that people made fun of me for. That's my video.
to this than meets the
Yeah,
eye,
don't forget we'll meet
taking
each
a
other.
hard-hitting turn the further you get into this story. This may sound familiar as I've covered
That's his favorite Don't Forget episode, yeah.
this game, video, and the entire channel who uploaded 1396
That's
in
me.
a previous video essay of mine. This game has its ups and downs, but is heavily underrated and worth seeing, as I've blabbered about this game numerous times.
That's me. Just in between here, look at this. Just in between here was my part. It feels like this one meme. It's like this meme right there. Look at Klausy. There's me.
8.5-hour video by Nins. Nins and Point, who also took part in editing the I Wanna See the Mayumushi video mentioned in the first long video roulette, would dedicate 3 months to editing the 100% completion and highlights sprinkled throughout the video together with special guests appearing too. Some have stated their favorite long-form video on YouTube is this video, watching it more than once, or even going as far as taking inspiration to play the fan game itself and completing it. But hang on, before we move on, we have the $1,000,000 question.
Okay.
If you had to guess, how many views does the GBC video have?
Okay.
300,000, 80,000, 2 million, or 15,000? Now
15,000.
we know the answer can't possibly be 15,000 with a video this persevering. Oh my god, it has 15,000 views. Upon me learning about
It's always a trick question. It's always a trick question. And I am smart.
having
It's
15,000
insane that
views,
it's only
I was
15,000
actually
views.
shocked. Now there's the question of, will you watch something longer than the Crazy Dance 50? I've always said no, but like I said about there being a second long video roulette, we might consider it. And it's not because
I feel like it could work if it's like a genuine video. Tears of the Kingdom could work. But I don't know, maybe that could be even worse.
Rarez is a channel that would on the side explore and tear apart terrible video games, and in 2022, they would compile 10 of the worst games they've played that nobody else has into one 5-hour video of the top 10 worst games nobody has played. The commentary is so well done that they make these games seem hilarious and actually fun.
That is the art of making a good video. A lot of Let's Players back then made Goat Simulator fun. And I know, a lot of people like Goat Simulator. For me, however, it's only fun watching. But that is the art of making a good video. So basically what they made is like almost a perfect video, making these games actually seem fun.
Without a doubt, it's a splendid video. Even if it's a compilation of selected previous videos they've made, it's still really comical and nice to watch.
I'm an eagle!
The same person
What?
published 1396 that was mentioned earlier in this video is being mentioned again for 1 and 1-2, which may sound confusing. 1 and 1-2 are both live streams totaling to
that's
23
me.
hours in length that marks the finale and closing of a 4.5
Holy shit, that's
year
me.
project, Don't Forget, We'll Meet Each Other. These two live streams consist of many varieties of games being played, such as Getting Over It, Wonder Stop, hosting a Minecraft server, and many more games. I asked Syalp, the creator of this project,
Holy
what
shit,
their
that's
final
me.
thoughts on all of this was, and the project in general.
Hey, my name is Syalp. I go by they and she. I'm German. I'm the owner of Syalp, Syalp Stuff, Fern Fella. You're here for Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other. Let's not kid around. So I'm just gonna ramble about what Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other is, what the project means to me, how I felt during one, which is kind of what this is all about. So, how do I explain Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other? Well, it was a project, web series, gift, elaborate clock, YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it, for two online friends of mine, Yellow Amarillo and Sergeant Table. I met them in an Undertale roleplay server when I was 17. Someday, we had the thought of meeting each other in real life, visiting each other's countries, hugging each other, but that would take years. So I did what any rational person would do. I'd make as many videos as I could before even preparing the channel or telling them, which I did a day before 1600. And it highly surprised me that they actually enjoyed the idea. And so I made these episodes. Made my own little story too, in hopes they would react. which they ever barely did. Every episode has a different thing behind them, maybe a game, an activity, or anything really. And one of the rules was, I can't redo things. And yeah, it was basically just me making these episodes for 4.5 years. But some yellow made on one table did, and that was really sweet, because they didn't have to. So what does Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other mean to me? It was my first try at something big and actually finishing it. I mean, I'm still proud of it to this day. I was able to try out things which would have been harder on actual channels. Sketch comedy, let's playing while playing a character, animations, reading creepypastas, experimental things in general. It was also a recording of me from 18 to 22. It's a time capsule for me. It's a snapshot in time. I also evolved and got a little community out of it, which I now stream to Hey! Das ist der... Why am I speaking German? One of the newest live streams, holy shit! Weekly and entertain with videos. I would not be who I am without this. This is newly edited, actually. Holy shit. He's fast. He's fast. I now stream to weekly and entertain with video. 6 days ago. He did it in 3 days? Yes. I would not be who I am. What is he, fucking Slash? Kept on giving. I consider Slash a friend of mine. Thanks to Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other. If I could bring Neo back, the first thing I would say is thank you. Thank you, Neo. Now, I'm sorry for the 2-minute tangent. What y'all asking is probably, how did I feel during 1? Honestly, surprised by the size that actually showed up. 38-ish was the lowest and 120-ish was the highest. I also learned what having a big stream is like. I also was exhausted for most of the time. Only at the beginning I was actually fully awake. I haven't slept 24 hours beforehand to prepare the whole thing. I didn't plan on falling asleep so often during the stream, obviously. Back then that was embarrassing. But nowadays, I think it was hilarious. I also almost missed the end if my dad wouldn't have drove the cleaning robot against the door to wake me up. Basically, yeah, that was basically that, yeah. So thank you, Dad. Honestly, the video essay Slash made was, I think, one of my favorite moments of the stream. Next to the Minecraft server and the ending. But making a game with you was also quite fun. Next to, of course, Penguin Cafe, the Don't Forget quiz. But holy shit, was it weird to watch a video essay. Hey, don't you... No, you didn't just censor my fuck. But holy shit, was it... No, well, shit. How about this? Slash, next time, just use this clip here whenever I cuss. YouTube. There we go. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? But really, I don't think I could ever fully explain this and tell you how I fully felt. Words cannot explain this. You just have to watch this clock yourself. Not because I gain anything through that, never did, but more to even understand it. Oh, also, subscribe to Slashpod and leave a nice I love you, Slash. So much fun. I mean, look at the length of the show.
Out of the currently 12...
Thank you, Slash. Thank you, Slash, for including that ending. That was amazing. Oh, also, subscribe to Slashpod and leave a nice comment. Yeah, do that. Do that. Subscribe. 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 You know? I think I'm gonna watch the rest just on my own time. I mean, look at the length of the YouTube. And also I wanna actually experience it for myself. I know I'm experiencing it for myself currently too, but I want to enjoy this video very much. But I would watch later. I don't know what to say. It was amazing. That's what I can say. It's a really, really good video. Really, really good. I'm gonna like it on my private account, definitely. This is one of the best videos that he's ever made, if not the best. It is over the Don't Forget video. It is over the Void video. You know what I fear is that he's just gonna set the bar higher and higher and higher, and at a certain point he's just not able to surpass it. But also, this was incredible. The cameos, the clips that he inserted of himself, it was almost perfect. There were a couple mistakes that I'm seeing, but like, it's humanly perfect. Fucking subscribe to Slashed.